Now we're going to import our second CanVec tile, which will involve joining it up to the tile that we already imported. So let's open up 1301. And then what we want to do is download the OpenStreetMap data that we already have in there. Make sure that we're putting it into a new layer as well. I'd like to point out at this point that I like to use wireframe view because it's faster on slower computers and I tend to spot things a bit easier. We want to toggle the visibility of the CanVec layer to make sure that there's nothing hiding in behind on the OpenStreetMap layer, because we don't want to import without checking first if there's something already existing in OpenStreetMap. So we can see that OpenStreetMap doesn't have anything yet, so we can just go ahead and merge the CanVec layer into the OpenStreetMap layer. Okay, now the next thing that I do is I highlight the border area between the two tiles, and then I hit the Validate button in Validator. This brings up a couple errors and some warnings. The first error is duplicate nodes for natural, and if we zoom in on one, we can see that this is where a glacier, two glacier ways have been joined up, and we've got the duplicate node. So we can go ahead and just automatically fix those. And then the waterway duplicate node is a river that the riverbank has duplicate nodes as well. So we can go ahead and fix those. And then for warnings, we've got duplicate nodes again, mixed type duplicate nodes. This would be a simple way for a forested area and a relation for a forested area coming together. We can automatically fix those. And then the final duplicate nodes are streams that are on the borders. So we've got a stream and then another stream, and there's a duplicate node. Unfortunately, Validator cannot automatically fix those, so we will have to go through and fix them ourselves. We can do that by highlighting the two nodes and then going to Tools and Merge Nodes. And then we can select one stream, hold Control, select the other stream, then go Tools and Combine Ways. If you want to use the keyboard only, you can highlight a node, press M, highlight one way, hold Control, highlight another way, and then press C to combine. I'll go through and do the rest of these now. Okay, now that we've merged all the streams together, let's take a look at the ways that we can merge together. So over here we've got two glaciers that come together. What we can do is, JOSM has this great way of merging two ways if they have completely coincident segments. In other words, they have nodes that have been merged and there's no nodes on the segment that haven't been merged. So here we've got one segment on the way that is merged between the two different glacier ways. What we can do is highlight one of the ways and then the other way using the Control button, and then go to Tools and then Join Overlapping Areas. And then it says some of the nodes are outside because I haven't completely downloaded the OSM layer, but we just continue anyways. And now we've got one single glacier way area. We could do the same thing with this wooded way here and this wooded relation. And then we just hit Tools, Join Overlapping Areas, or you can hit Shift J and then continue. Now, because some of the relation was outside, it wants you to verify that no errors have been introduced. Now, because we were merging a way and a relation, we have the tags existing from both. Here we've got the tags for the relation half, and here we've got the tags for the way half. We no longer need the tags for the way half because they're exactly the same. So we can just go ahead and delete those. Now we've got one more over here. And another trick that I want to point out is that if you've got multiple ways that are on this line here, you can choose which one by middle clicking and then holding Control, and then you can select which of the ways you want to have selected. So we'll just select those two and then go to Tools, Join Overlapping Areas. And then we've completely merged the two tiles together. Another thing about merging tiles together is that OpenStreetMap has a maximum way length of 2,000 nodes. So if a way is going to approach 1,000 nodes, I tend not to merge them together. So for example, this relation here has 1,005 nodes, which we can see here. So that's acceptable. But if it gets too large, you don't want to merge them. So we'll run the validator to make sure that we don't have any errors. We're good to go. So we can upload. And the validator failed because I had a way, or the validator didn't find any errors because I had a way selected. So it was only validating that way. If I validate without anything selected, it will do the entire layer. So we can see that there's endnodes near other objects, which are, of course, these rivers that approach the edges, which are okay. So we'll go ahead and upload anyways. Continue upload. Also make sure that you are uploading in a maximum chunk size of about 5,000 by going to the Advanced tab, upload data in chunks of objects, and then setting a maximum of 5,000. Go to Settings, we uploaded 1301, click Upload, and then we're done.